Actually, before establishment of the Central University, so the Manipur Agricultural College was established in the year 1979. And after a few years of establishment, the Central University came to exist and came to merge with the college in the year 1993. We established here a very good setup, having the different unit like training unit, then disease diagnostic unit, particularly for bee, honeybees, and very big, which will be very benefited to the entrepreneur, that is the honey processing unit. So we are jointly doing for the benefit of the farmer. So it is very good and a long-term project which will be benefited by the northeastern people.
IBDC as well as ACRIP on honeybee and pollinator. This is the about entrepreneurship. So in honeybee, main motto is money from honey, entrepreneurship for rural youth or agriculture graduate. Because most of the student after BSc, MSc, then going to government services and other services. So this is not possible. So on your entrepreneurship we can develop. So in honeybee we have 4 type of entrepreneurship is there. Anyone can start and all facility is there in our this IBDC center. Another our ACRIP center also there. So 2 center is there. In this first is honeybee rearing. This is also important and very good method, and you can earn around 50. You start rearing from 50 boxes and you earn around 1 to 2 lakh per annum as a profit from honeybee rearing. So this is also important. Another, you can start your mass production of queen rearing. This is also important because if you are selling your one colony, that you take around 1,000 to 2,000 per colony from the rearing beekeepers. So this is also another entrepreneurship in honeybee rearing. Then third is honey processing. This is also important. Honey processing, raw honey is available, but no machine, no procedure method is there for honey processing. And you can, after processing, your honey, durability also increase. You take around 2 to 3 years, no any require for any chemical and that. That's why we also start this honey processing unit, and then that all we will discuss one by one. First rearing, then your mass production of this queen, then honey processing, then another last you can also entrepreneur in byproduct of honey, that is wax, bee venom, royal jelly, then propolis, different type of product is there, and that is also medicinal property also there. So that is the main motto of this complete success story of today this program. This is apiary, that is for honeybee rearing. Actually here Indian bee is there. That we have identified pollen and nectar around 150 plants, around 100 to 150 plants we have identified of this NEH region for rearing and for throughout year for rearing of the honeybee. And we have developed one apiary, that is this inside of this complete apiary is there, that around 40-50 species of plant is there, and that give regular pollen and nectar to the honeybees. This is about apiary of Indian honeybee. Actually in India 3 subspecies of Indian honeybee is found. One is Apis serena serena, another Apis serena indica, and last that is Apis serena himalayan, that is found in this NEH region of India. That's why we have developed this apiary only for Indian bee, and in this having around 100 to 150 plant we have identified, that is given the pollen and nectar throughout the year for honeybee rearing. And we have developed this apiary for rearing of throughout year of this Indian bee. In this we have developed different type of plant species for pollen and nectar of Indian honeybee. Like different type of plant is there, like Chinese rose is there, bear is there, there is good pollen and nectar for Indian honeybee. Then we have also the mustard also there. This is important for northeast region. during winter, and highest honey produced during this mustard time. In India, 4 type of species is found. Where 2 species is domesticated, 2 species is undomesticated. In NEH region, Indian bee, that is Apis serena himalayans, is found, and that major area is of this NEH region is Apis serena himalayans. Another species is in Italian bee, that is Apis mellifera, that is throughout India, as well as that is imported from the Italy. This is species 80% that honey produced in India from this Apis mellifera. Another 2 species, that is the undomesticated rock bee as well as little bee, that is Apis florea. 2 species also found in India, but rearing only 2 species, in which 1 species, that is Indian bee, Apis serena himalayans, that is found in NEH region of India.
Coming to the normal caring of the hives, here we can find the beekeeper dealing with the normal hive inspection, wherein first the worker bees has to be taken off from the comb, and the brood has to be monitored very frequently. And in case there are any dead bees in the hive, this is a traditional way of taking off the bees from the comb by using the brush made up of the feathers of the bird. This part is the brood comb, wherein we can see the different brood, the pollen capped cells and the brood cells and the egg cells and the honey cells. Usually the honey cells are on the top of the comb, wherein the brood cells are then found at the lower part of the comb. The bottom part is where the queen cells are laid. Now that we know that the necessities for developing an apiary with the conditions for beekeeping, we can still increase the number of colonies in the apiary. In case of smaller beekeepers, they increase the number of colonies by procuring the wild or the feral colonies. Either it can be done by locating the wild colony in the forests and hiving it inside the box, or we can even keep a pot which is smeared with the honey in a place where it is likely to be swarmed, and we can collect the swarm and get it back to the hive, put it in the box and start rearing it. That is also one of the ways. But other than these natural ways of procuring the colonies, we can also increase the number of colonies in the apiary. That is initially by colony division. Colony division mainly is splitting of the colonies into it is basically multiplying the colonies in the apiary. That is, if we have one colony which is strong enough and it is about to swarm, we can divide the colony and make it 2 by dividing the population. And there are different methods when how we get into the colony division. It could be equal split or unequal split. Here we can find the hive which has 8 frames. It is an 8 frame hive. So in the equal split, we keep 4 frames of bees in one box and 4 frames of bees in another box, and we start and one box is made queenless, the other is made queen right. Queen right part is the one which has the queen, and after 1 or 2 days, we then inspect. We would have found the emergency queen cells built inside the queenless hive. So that is how we have 2 hives, and that is for the small scale beekeepers. But when we come to large scale beekeepers, there is another technique called as mass queen rearing. As we can see, this is the brood comb. The upper portion will generally have the honey cells, wherein the capped ones are the ripened honey cells, wherein the uncapped ones are the unripened honey cells which are yet to be filled and ripened. In the bottom, we can find the brood cells, wherein there are different stages of larvae being present. Usually for mass queen rearing, as I had said, it is used to usually choose the larvae which is less than 24-hour old. So the main concept of choosing the youngest larvae in the hive is main because the bees normally have a tendency to accept that larvae much better than compared to the older larvae. So as we can see, the the 21 the smallest of the 24-hour-old larvae is being chosen.
This is about honey extraction, raw honey extraction from the box. So this is about Indian honeybee, Apis mellifera, Apis serena himalayans. And first we take from this box, and after that we extraction of the honey from this. So first what will we do? Remove all the bees is there. For this smoker is required. This is for remove all the bees. After that we scraping this cover of this honey. This is the scraping all. We take covering this. This is the scraping. Then after that we extract the raw honey from this extraction machine. This is there, that is locally made from this area, and in field that is used for extraction of the honey.
So after collection of the ripe raw honey, it has to be extracted from the honeycomb by using the machine. So this is the electric operated machine. The previous one is the manual. Previous one which we saw in the field is the manual operating extractor. So through this we can what to say this one, do the extraction good amount of the raw honey from the comb. After that we'll go to the processing.
Okay, it's this honey extraction after removing the raw honey from the field, or from the some farmers also coming for processing honey here. So first we take this raw honey in this two machine is there. One is 500 kg machine, another is 250 kg machine. So first we process the honey. Why processing? Because in raw honey some moisture is also more than 75%, more less than 75% means moisture is more than 25% is there. Then storability of the honey is reduced. So that's why we process, and filtration also there. So in this machine 4 system is there. First is rotating or blowing of the blending of the honey. Then after blending, then when temperature is maintained up to 60 degrees centigrade, then we start the filtration. Then another is moisturization. If we are, if our bricks ratio is less than 75%, then we take this moisture removing through this machine. So this is about complete procedure for honey processing. And this is the very good opportunity for rural youth or after agriculture graduate. This is the best entrepreneurship for students as well as rural youth. So this is the processing machine. After coming this complete process, this honey, and in this, after that we fill in the bottle. If you require, this is the 400 ml this gram bottle, and then we go directly in this, and then after bottling, then packaging is another method. So this is about that. If you are requiring 1 liter, 1 kg bottle, that is also we can manage from this method. This is very good machine for bottling of the honey after processing. So I again request to Dr. Ibod sir, please tell about the extra any method about
So the importance of this machine, just to fill the processed honey into the container. That there is no question about the loss of the processed honey. And as our Dr. S.M. Alter already given how to do the process of the filling. So we can just adjust according to the size of the container. We can adjust. It may be 500 ml capacity, or it may be 1 liter capacity. So we can just adjust. Adjustment can be done in this message. So this is just want to say add in addition to that whatever to give information given by Dr. S.M.
This is the procedure for packaging. After that, we use this. This is the method for packaging. Complete packaging.
Second last process, just to make it ready, the process for packing. This can be, exported to the, or this can use to sell to the different things. So actually, this is second last this one machine. We should be doing the capping. The whatever the honey we have filled here. So after putting here, we have the pedal. So we'll just move the pedal and then this will be moved like this. So that this cap will be fixed. We cannot open it easily. And we can transport to far state from Manipur also. So this is the second last before putting the label for this particular bottle process honey bottle. So it has to be sealed by using this particular machine. So whatever the transparent this one, not the plastic, the thin one, it has to be covered here. We'll just we have already prepared which are suitable with this particular bottle. Then after putting here, then we'll just pass through this one, and automatically it will be sealed, just like our other packages.
This is the final process in honey processing. After bottling, packaging, then plastic. Last final is labeling. Labeling is also important for marketing. So we have this is procedure for complete this, and we have also nutritional facts of this honey. We have also taken all the chemicals, energy like carbohydrate, carbohydrate, dietary fibers, proteins, calcium, iron. All we have taken this process also. So in honeybee entrepreneurship, last we have also some after honey processing. Another product is also there, that is wax. So you tell about what is the procedure for making the wax and what is the use of wax.
Yeah, actually, in two ways we can tell about the importance of the wax. Wax is very important for manufacturing of the cosmetic material, and another one is for making the comb foundation. This is comb foundation. This is the raw wax. So from this we can make the comb foundation. So by using this method, we can just easily make the comb foundation. This comb foundation we can use those beekeepers who are starting with a new colony, new frame. So in that case, they can use this comb foundation. Okay.
Okay, another you can also make the mombati. That is also important,
yeah.
And you can use at home. And another 2-3 product also there from bees, that is bee venom, then propolis. These are also important medicinal value, and that is you can choose as entrepreneurship in honeybees.
So here at the Integrated Bee Development Center, we have established a bee museum wherein we can find the different equipments that is required for beekeeping. To start with, we have the smoker, which is normally used by the beekeepers to intoxicate the bees while handling the hives. This is basically to reduce the aggressiveness of the bees in the hives. The next is the queen excluder. This is kept in between the brood chamber and the super chamber to exclude the queen from entering into the upper chamber of the hive. And this is the bee feeder. This during the dearth period of the season, we normally give the honey solution and pollen to sustain the hives during the dearth period. So this is the bee feeder, and the size of the feeder varies with different species of the bees from Apis mellifera and Apis serena. This particularly is of Apis mellifera. The queen cage is normally used during mass queen rearing technique, wherein it prevents the bees from bee queen from getting damaged and sustaining it before transferring it into the hive. This is the uncapping knife, which is used during the uncapping of the honey-capped cells during the extraction process. This is the machine that is used for the preparation of comb foundation sheet. The bee wax is another additional product that we get from the bee hive apart from honey and pollen. So the benefits, it poses an extra income for the beekeeper, which is used for production of cosmetics. And the comb foundation sheet is another material that is produced from the bee wax. This is given to the it is given to the weak colonies which is unable to produce the combs on their own. So by providing the comb foundation sheet, we can help the bees to produce the comb in a better way. And this is the bee veil, wherein this helps the beekeeper from getting from protection of the bees to prevent them from getting stung. The bee suit is another protective material that is used by the beekeeper to protect from the defensive mechanism of the bees. And the hand gloves is also the protective material that is used by the beekeeper. The refractometer is another technique wherein we can determine the moisture content and the TSS or the Brix content of the honey. So using the refractometer, we can determine how much the TSS, the Brix percentage is in the honey. This is a pollen trap that is used to collect the excess pollen that is procured by the bees. This is laid in the front of the hive near the entrance. This is the queen. This is a queen gate to prevent, wherein it is put in front of the hive to prevent the queen bee from escaping out of the hive. This is the honey extractor, which is used for the extraction of honey organically directly from the hive. It is a small cage which is used in order to procure the feral or the wild colonies from the forest. We either directly put the bees inside the box, or we smear it with honey so that it acts as an attractive material, and all the incoming swarm enters into the hive. This is how we procure extra colonies in the wild. And this is the hive of the species that is Italian or the European bees. It is Apis mellifera. The size it varies with regard to the size of hive of Apis cerana. It is quite larger enough. And this is the hive of an Apis cerana Himalayans, or the Apis cerana species. We can see the difference between Apis cerana and Apis mellifera hives.
On behalf of this College of Agriculture, I would like to thank first of all Honorable Vice Chancellor of Central Agriculture University Imphal, Dr. Anupama Misra sir. So is also very keen interest in this processing of unit and entrepreneurship also there. Another, I also thanks to Dean College of Agriculture, Professor Indra Sarantham is also very interested in this processing and all byproduct and other. This is also there. Then last, I also thanks to Head Department of Entomology, Dr. K.H. Ibol Singh ji. He also that is also co-PI and PI also in this project many times. So this is also keen interest in this production and entrepreneurship through this honeybee. That's why we have given this complete success story. That name is Money from Honey, Entrepreneurship for Rural Youth or Agriculture Graduate. Thank you.